And we are live. Hello, everybody. I'm here with the fabulous Robyn Williams to have a chat to her. This is part of the Limited Aligned Business Insights interview series where I'm meeting up with women who have decided to make alignment a major priority in their business. And it's all about getting their insights, their perspectives into what it actually means to bring alignment into your business, why that's beneficial, and to milk them for all the tips, tricks, and insights we possibly can. So I'm really excited because I've got Robyn Williams with me here today. And the reason I love speaking to Robyn is because, number one, she totally nails this, but also Robyn's business is quite different to most of the women I tend to deal with, because Robyn is actually a residential property developer. And so that's not usually a business that you would associate with, somebody who's particularly spiritually minded necessarily, or in particular who wants to bring that alignment into their business. So Robyn is all about helping homeowners sell their property without the hassles of going through a real estate agent, because she basically buys direct from them. But Robyn, you can probably expand on that a little bit more. We've got Tanya Golubar here watching live. Hi, Tanya.
Hey, Tanya. I know Tanya too.
Yeah.
Expand on that. Oh, really, I just talk to people. I might send out some letters or advertise in the paper and talk to people that want to sell their houses. And we just have a chat and see what it is that they need. Often people might want longer to settle their house than a real estate agent will allow, or they might want some different terms and conditions. The ladies, I've just bought a house from her, and she needed to pay for the other house and stay in her house for a week after that, and we could make that happen. A lot of things by the time they get to a real estate agent are all about price and money, but when people want to sell their homes, often it's not that, and sometimes they just don't like people traipsing through their house. I know myself, I didn't want a whole lot of people traipsing through my house, so when I sold a home. So there's lots of reasons why people might want to sell a house, and I can buy it. Obviously, I buy the houses that work for property development because that's what I do. Sometimes I might talk to somebody and their house they might get more on the open market than I will give them as it is, and I'll explain that too. And that's yeah. So yeah, often I just go and have a chat with them like I'm having a chat with you. So that's what I do.
Yeah, I know you're always telling me that you're quite happy to have lots of little cups of tea with old ladies to discuss whether or not they should sell their house through you or do something else. And one of the things I love about you is that you're very happy to spend your time to help them. Even if that isn't in your financial interest, you are so happy to make the time. And I think that's something that you've kind of come to realize, right, as you've focused more and more on alignment, that's something about your business that you really love. So can you elaborate on that for us a little bit more?
Yeah, contribution. We all like to contribute, and little old ladies, little old men, they're quite vulnerable when it comes to selling their house, and if to find somebody that's not just about their commission or just not about the sale of their about making money, about the best outcome for everybody, whether that's just for them or them and me. And I like the opportunity to be able to go and talk to them. Quite often I've told them, no, it's not for me. You put it on the open market, and I've talked them through how to deal with a real estate agent, what to watch out for in the contracts, and that they can make it have a longer settlement if that's what they want to do, or they need time. There's things that they can do. So yeah, no, it's all about contribution, and yeah, and I love that. I really do. It's fun. I had aged parents too, and I understand what it's like when you're over a certain age and the way people can often treat you. So yeah.
Yeah. And, you say it like, oh, but everybody should be about that, but they're not. And I think one of the things that, I watched you really embrace through this process is when you recognize that you value contribution so much. And that's why, even if you could make more money by not doing that, you still want to do it. Like, to you, it's an important part of your business, and it's what makes you love your business, right?
Absolutely. Alignment with our values, mine are connection, contribution, and ease. and I get to connect with them as well. Yes, I like it. I enjoy it. I feel, when we can contribute to anybody, it makes us feel good. So,
Yeah.
as well as I know I provided a service to somebody.
Yeah.
I bought a house from an older man recently that was going into an aged care facility, and he seemed to think he could just sign the contract and he'll be able to find somewhere. And I put in clauses that allowed him time, knowing that it wasn't an easy thing to do. And at the end of the day, it turned out his conveyancer mucked up and didn't notify us when he'd moved in, so it was costing him his savings, $70 a day. For that extra month that he hadn't allowed for. Well, we just gave that to him just privately outside of the contract, because that wasn't our intention. I could have bought the property earlier. People think about property developers and they see pictures of sharks circling. And I myself am the world's worst negotiator. I do not negotiate. I am hopeless at it. I say, this is what I can pay you, and that's my top dollar. That's it. There's nothing more and there's nothing less. I'm not going back and forth, especially when I'm dealing direct. And when you talk about me and property development, I think you need to put a picture of Pussycat, because I'm really soft. So I want to give everybody what they want, and if I can't do that, I'll try to find a way they can do it elsewhere.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. I just really love the way you approach your business. So let's talk about alignment. And start by, like, what does it mean to you actually to be in alignment, like in general? And then how does that come into your business? How does that translate? Like, what's alignment, and then what's alignment in business?
Alignment is just ease, just feeling like you're in the flow. My husband's a surfer, when you're on that wave and it's just riding, and you're in that place, that good place, the dolphins are diving next to him, and he's in that happy place. So alignment is in that happy place, Was it Happy Gilmore? Go to your happy place. That was a movie, wasn't it? So alignment is when you're in your happy place. I mean, we get pulled in and out all the time. None of us are perfect, least of all me. But that's what alignment means to me. And how do I put that into my business? By doing
what does it feel like when you do that in your business?
Well, it feels like I'm in my happy place. So by doing the things I've just talked to you about, by making it easy for them and for me, and by contributing as well. I mean, Andrew and I contribute financially as well when we have success. We'll contribute as well for other organisations financially, as well as just the day to day. So that's alignment to me. My happy place.
It's about being in your happy place, having it feel easy, connected, feel like you're contributing, which are, of course, all of your values. So, it's really about making sure that you're getting that hit of the things that make you, as the unique person that you are, feel good, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. And when you started, like, really bringing this more into your work day, even not just your business, but the way you kind of run your work day, what do you think was the biggest impact that it had on, like, you personally going, okay, I'm actually going to focus on this. I'm going to make this a priority.
For me personally, it took a lot of stress out of my life. I realised that I didn't need to be doing everything. It was all about being in my happy place, and through my core values, connection, contribution, and ease being one. I got some help when I used to think I was the lone wolf, and that's been the best decision I ever made. And I got help long before I think I could afford to pay for it as I can now. So I sort of bit the bullet, and now my help has help. And that took a lot of the pressure off. So it became easier, and then once things become easier, then you're in your happy place more often because you're in that flow. My daughter just called before this and saying, "What are you doing this afternoon?" And I've gone, "Why? Do you want to go for a walk along the beach with your dog?" And she goes, "Yes." And I go, "Okay, sure." I've got looking around my desk. I've got things to do, but I can assign them to other people. One of my favourite things: delay, or delete, delay. What was the other one I said? Or delegate?
Delegate.
Yes.
Delegate.
I work, but I don't work. It's not hard work. I'm not saying I don't put in long hours sometimes, but it's not hard work for me. So whatever I do is I do my best to make sure it flows. And when it flows, then things just happen. The things that you used to work hard to make happen, like finding the profitable property development deal where everybody's a winner, that used to work, it just happen. It's no longer hard to locate, to do. So, yeah, that's what the benefit is.
Yeah. And you're masterful at just having the phone ring, with the perfect person to sort something out that you could have gone chasing around for days and making a million phone calls, sending emails, getting frustrated, and then they just call you. And it always happens, doesn't it, when you're just leaving it be and you're back in your happy place. And then, just got a phone call and it's all sorted.
Yes. Many times I've gone.
Or I found that investor.
Yeah. Many times I've gone, I should deal with that. And I've gone, no, I'm going to go for a walk on the beach. Now I come back and it's all solved itself. Other people have dealt with my problems with what was an issue and solved it. Or somebody has called me when I had a development deal and I needed an investor. Somebody's called me and I've gone, by the way, yes, I'm interested in that. Tell me. So, yeah, it just flows like my husband with the dolphins on the wave when I'm doing it right. And, hey, we all fall off the wagon sometimes. So it's just recognizing it and getting back on again.
Yeah, recognizing it is sometimes not as easy as it sounds, is it?
No, sometimes we can be heading in the wrong direction and not know. And then it's all a little bit late. But then, just step away, start again.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. What is it? Fail fast or make the mistake quickly and move on.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you, but I think you've already answered it about, that bringing that alignment into your business more specifically. How's it impacted your business? And you just said, it's brought this sense of ease and things just kind of sorting themselves out. And it's also, do you think the alignment has been a big part of why you've been able to grow your business? Because you've got help now, you're doing more deals than when you weren't so focused on that.
And too, in an environment where everybody has been saying they're hard to find and there's no profit, and I just had to decide to be in alignment and not enter into that argument. That's somebody else's story. That's not my story. And I just continued doing what I normally do, and it just happened. So yes. So what was the question again? Sorry, I got distracted.
Just the benefit of alignment to your business.
Well, that's the benefit. The benefit is my business is fun. Okay, I love it. I love what I get to do. I mean, who would have thought that property development could be fun and easy? I've always loved property, so there you go. And I get to do the things I want to do, connect, contribute, and it's easy. So
yeah,
so it's made a big difference.
Yeah, huge. And, property development, fun, maybe for the right personality, most people would probably not think it can be easy because it's very complex, and there's a lot of moving parts and balls in the air, but it just kind of flows. And then I was going to ask you about, and you've already kind of alluded to it a little bit, the impact alignment has, or the benefit that you focusing on alignment has for your clients, like for your, sellers and your joint venture partners. And obviously, they benefit from the fact that you like to contribute and you're happy to help and support. But do you think also the people that you actually, work with, maybe your joint venture partners or the people that you're then doing deals with, or maybe even the builders you deal with and the conveyancers, that they also get a benefit out of the fact that you value and prioritize your alignment?
Perhaps. I'm sure that being relaxed, which is what, or as I said, not stressed, which is not the word, being relaxed helps when you're dealing with a whole lot of people and having some fun along the way. Often these people are under enormous stress and sometimes things don't run as smoothly as they would like. But if I'm relaxed and calm about it, and we just deal with the issue, and then their life becomes easier too. So yes, I'm sure they have. I have some joint venture partners that I've enjoyed coaching along the way, people that contribute funds or borrowing into my developments, and I've enjoyed coaching them and helping them along the way. So it's been a learning curve for them, and that's good. Yes, and the people I deal with, the same thing. When something doesn't go according to plan, I'm sure they'd much rather deal with somebody that's a lot less wound up. Somebody that makes the odd joke here and there than somebody that can get very tight. And I understand why people do that. They've made it hard and they're not in alignment and they're all stressed. I get it. But often the people I deal with are pretty calm too. So maybe we attract what we want. This has been a journey. It hasn't always been like this. I remember my first really big joint venture. I was wound up tight like a Swiss watch. And I think so was the other person. And I've learned from that. I've learned to stand back and prioritize the things that matter in my life, which is keeping me in my happy place. And then it all works.
Then it all magically works.
That's right.
Yeah. So what challenges what challenges you the most that that makes alignment tricky? Like what kind of things have you found where you've gone, now I really have to dig deep?
Well, I'm a property developer. There's millions of things that can happen.
You've got plenty of excuses every day, but like even amongst all of them, I always see you, I think about 90+% of the time you are there, like you're chill. But every now and then the wheels fall off because you're human. So have you sort of identified what situations or what kind of events or circumstances make it challenging to stay in alignment?
Obviously, when a lot of things are happening at once that need to be dealt with. And that was where I said to you before, sometimes just walk away, and often they'll solve themselves. What did I say?
That's a great tip.
Yeah, walk away and they'll solve. Even if they don't solve themselves, sometimes when you come back, it's just not what you thought it was anyway. What did I say? Delete if you can, delegate, or delay. So they're the little things. But yet I can fall off the wheels with volumes. Sometimes there's a few projects I had where the same things were happening at the same time, and that was very tense. Well, it could have been very tense. It wasn't. I just learned. We just put better systems in place so that we could look things up. That's another thing too. I've been fortunate enough this year to work with somebody that's helped us put some better systems in place, which just makes it flow a little bit easier. So that's great. The wheels can fall off normally. It is, you've got family, then they might not be in their happy place.
Sometimes not at all.
I've just gone and threatened my husband. He's decided to change the doggy door. You're not drilling now. And my daughter's coming for a walk down the beach, but she's coming with her dog, which my dog barks at all the time. My dog, who's quietly snoring next to me, he barks at all the time. So I said to him, make sure they're outside. So otherwise I might not have been in my happy place. Or you could have seen the chaos, which is my home at times, which is good too. And I smile on the inside with the chaos. So
I love it. And, when you just talked about systems, that kind of highlights that it's really important to do both, the smart business strategy, having your systems in place, knowing where your focus should be and bringing the alignment to it. And it's kind of like I talk about actually eventually you want to overlay the two so that they're not, you're swinging between the two, but you're actually merging the two.
Yes.
And all the practical side of things is so important, because you can't be a disorganized mess and then just expect that, your daily meditation will fix everything. It doesn't quite work like that.
Yeah. I did try that in the beginning.
There's not enough walks on the beach for that.
Yeah, and I did do that, but still I did need systems desperately. Systems and assistance. if I wanted to not work, and not be stressed. As I said, I don't mind the odd long day. I just don't want to be stressed with it all piling on top of me. Yeah.
And, you know, like you said, getting help in your business and making that investment, you did it before you really felt ready, which is what they say, you know, do it before you think you're ready. Otherwise, you'll never be ready. And I would suggest that also being in alignment and being tuned into everything works itself out, you know, I'm being guided every step of the way. That really helps with those sometimes scary business decisions, right?
Yes, absolutely. It also helps with the right person too, because the right person I just sat back. Didn't actually get the right person to start with. They were okay with certain things, and I just sat back and went, who would I really like? And I thought of somebody and phoned them, and guess what? They were available. So there you go.
It was easy, right?
Well, it was very easy.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's really easy. Okay, cool. So before we wrap it up, I'd like to just ask you, as somebody who's been on this journey for a few years and who's getting the hang of it, I would say, at the very, you pretty much nail it most of the time. Robyn's just one of these people where everybody else says, I want to be like Robyn when I grow up. So if someone's watching this and they're thinking, yeah, I want more of what she's got, thank you very much, where should they begin? What would be your advice to them?
They need to begin with meditating, although we said you can't just meditate and live in a mess. If you're just living in a mess, you've got to do something to start clearing that. So everybody, I would suggest to begin with meditating. And it doesn't have to be hard. There's a million apps or things you can download on YouTube. Find something that works with you. If you need it guided, that's fine. And at least allocate 20 minutes a day to do that, to breathe, relax, and do that. That's your first point of call. And then your mind will start to clear, and then you could start figuring some things out.
A clear mind makes a huge difference. Meditate and take more walks on the beach.
Oh, absolutely. Whatever it is for you, whether it's a walk on the beach or a bike ride or whatever. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Whatever's your happy place.
Yep. Find your happy place. I love it. That's beautiful. I think that's a mic drop right there. Robyn Williams, you are an absolute superstar of aligned business and property development. Is the best way for people to find out more about you and maybe to get in touch via your website?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I will pop that
on my website.
Yeah. They can check out what Robyn does. They can.
And then they can call me. My phone number's there.
Yeah. Exactly. And Robyn's always happy to answer the phone. And I was just on your website before we went live. I said, oh, I love what you've done to your website. And I think just over time, you've brought more and more of that really personal flavor to it. And so when you get on Robyn's website, you straight away feel what she's all about. She's truly brought alignment and what values she holds dearest into her business. And that's hugely inspiring. So thank you once again, Robyn Williams. Thank you all for watching. Have a beautiful rest of the day.
Will do. Bye-bye.
Bye.